As we head into a new work week, the 24-day partial government shutdown drags on. It is now the longest in U.S. history. A new CBS News poll shows 7 in 10 Americans are worried about the impact on the economy, and economists say it can cost $1 to $2 billion of lost output a week. Nearly half in that poll blame the president for the shutdown, while 30% blame Democrats in Congress. Paula Reid is at the White House. Paula, good morning.
Good morning, John. The president still tells his advisors that he wants a deal before he will reopen the government. But so far, he has rejected every proposal that has been brought to him, including those from his own party. On Sunday, GOP Senator Lindsey Graham said that he urged the president to open the government for 3 weeks and then declare a national emergency if no compromise could be reached. But the president refused. And over the weekend, Republicans expressed outrage as roughly 30 Democratic lawmakers traveled to Puerto Rico to see the musical Hamilton and tour hurricane recovery efforts. This widely shared photo, though, shows Senator Menendez at the beach. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer did not make the trip, and they insist that a deal is still possible if the president gives way on funding for a wall. Meanwhile, some government workers have officially missed their first paychecks. TSA says it is seeing a sharp increase in the number of absences compared to this time last year, but they insist security standards have not been compromised. But the president tells advisors he still thinks they can win the shutdown because it keeps attention on the border and distracts from other controversies currently swirling around the White House. John?
Speaking of one of those swirling stories, Paula, the Washington Post reported that President Trump has taken extraordinary measures to conceal the details of his conversations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. So how is Washington responding to that?
Well, today, congressional lawyers will meet to decide whether or not they should subpoena an interpreter who was there during a meeting between President Vladimir Putin and President Trump. The Washington Post is reporting that following a meeting between the two leaders, President Trump took notes from the interpreter and concealed details of what was discussed, even from members of his own administration. Now, it was a 1-2 punch. Then the New York Times also reported that after the president fired James Comey in May of 2017, law enforcement officials became so concerned with the president's behavior that the FBI opened a counterintelligence investigation into the president's relationship with Russia. Truly extraordinary. Now, Special Counsel Robert Mueller eventually took over that investigation several days after it was opened. This weekend, the president was asked during a pretty friendly Fox News interview if he was indeed an agent of Russia. He called the question insulting and did not even answer it directly. Now, we are still waiting for the special counsel's final report, but a lot of Republicans are worried now that this will be much more damaging than they previously appreciated. John?
All right, Paula, thank you.